Hold on. Hold on, Big Mama. Hold on. Right. I'm good, my sweet Locks. I love you. I love you, Locks. Thank you for being so sweet. What's up, Gail? There's them.
I want to say a few things.
What are you gonna
Number
say?
one, number one, I love Diamonds. I love Debbie. I love Sayla, and I don't want to say anything about them. I don't want to get in the middle of all this with you and them. I've tried to tell you to stay off YouTube, and you won't. I'm not getting in the middle of the back and forth shit. I don't trust Sherry. You just seen how Sherry turned her back on you. I don't trust her. That I love her from a distance, but I don't trust her. And I sure as hell don't trust Abigail Rose. I don't trust Chewy. I don't trust Brooks. I don't trust any of them. Diamonds has been my ride or die. Debbie's been my ride or die. Sayla's been with me. I think it's a misunderstanding between you and Sayla, and you need to stop going back and forth. And I don't want in the middle of it.
I've not said nothing more about her.
Just stop it.
She's the one that's been running around town.
Just let it go, Big Mama.
She's the one
Stop.
that's been running around town.
I think Auntie Sherry likes to keep things going too. And Abigail, you you just need to stop. You said a lot of hurtful things on my live the other day, Big Mama, and you know you did.
And they did me too. I mean, they talked about my parents. They did.
Evelyn,
You heard her
you were
talk about my
going
parents.
low.
She talked about my husband, my life. They said a lot of mean things
All
about
you
me.
had to do
And
was
all you
go
had to
off
do was stop it, and you
the
didn't.
live. All you had to do, no, because I wanted y'all to work it out, but you
Well, see,
went
me and
low.
Abigail, I mean, me and Diamonds talked afterwards, and I thought, you know what? We apologized to each other, and then all this come back out.
Well, maybe
So
you need to make some grace with Matthew.
I ain't making nothing for him.
And
He can go and do
but
whatever
Big
he
Mama,
needs to
you
do.
cannot keep
He is a
dragging me in the middle
troublemaker.
of
He's
this.
gonna. I wish he'd have never come in my life that night. I wish he'd have never come around me. I'm not making grace with any of them. Their access is denied. I'm no
You
longer
need
fooling with the people that
to
treated me like this and
stop
did me this way. You can
fighting
go on
back
their
and
lolly dally
forth.
way, and I'm going on my lolly dally way, and I'm going to continue with what I'm doing. And I don't care what they do. They can say what they
You
want,
need
do
to
what they
stop
want.
arguing back and
I'm
forth,
not
Big
arguing back and
Mama,
forth. I'm not saying nothing. But the fact is, they
because
can go on with their happy selves, and I'll do my thing. But I know who is now, and who to love,
but
who not to, and who really's got my back and loves me.
and I'll tell you who really did have your back and love you, and that was Diamonds. She
Amy, do you want me to
tried to
play?
warn
Did
you
you want me to
about the
play
snake.
Diamonds admitting that she come up there that night to come at me for Matthew?
Will you please just listen? Stop and
I'm
listen.
just saying, don't bring up that. Just leave it alone. They can go on their happy
No,
way.
I won't leave
I
it
will be
alone. You're
happy,
getting
go
me
on
in the
my way
middle
and
of
do my
all of it.
thing. I'm not
I
getting
don't
nobody
want
in
in
the
the
middle of
middle
it.
of it.
No, they're the ones messaging you
Now,
about
I
it.
hope you've learned your lesson about Sherry.
I've learned
I
my
hope
lesson
you have.
about all of them. I've learned my lesson about every one of them. Every one of them. They've hurt me already. Access denied.
Big Mama, you've hurt
Denied.
people too. That's something you're
I'm not
going to
hurting
have
nobody
to
right now.
know.
You're the one talking about them. I didn't
No,
hurt
but you're
nobody.
dragging me in the middle of it. You want me to come
No,
up here and
you
hang out with
no.
you
You
and
put the
get
you
me
put
in
the
the
you
middle
put
of
the
it.
lie about Amy, and you knew not to do that.
Big
You
Mama.
knew and already talked about you not putting that lie out. You did it because they pressured you into it.
Big Mama, I was going to let you all have it and let you argue it out.
No, but I'm not going to
Yeah.
discuss it anymore because it's over with. Like I said, access denied from now on. No access to me. Period. No more. None of them.
Well, just let it die down and
I'm not
stop
letting nothing
going
die down
live.
because I'm not addressing them no more. They're like nobody. If I left YouTube tomorrow, they're still nobody to me. I'd probably forget about them.
You know who you really should be concerned about? That is the people that you took in as your friends. Chewy, Carson, and all them and they turned their back on you and you went hell for them and stuff. I'm not going to turn my back on people that was there for me when you turn your
Well,
back on
you don't
me.
have to. You don't have to, but
Then why are you
don't
getting
ask
me
me
in
to
the
like them
middle of
either.
it?
I'm not going to like them. They turned their back on me. I didn't do nothing to Debbie. I love Debbie. I prayed for Debbie. When she was going through them fires, I was praying for her. I didn't do nothing to Debbie for her to turn her back on me. Absolutely nothing. You could see my last comment that I made to Debbie. I love Debbie. I
You
love
need to go
Diamonds.
back.
I didn't do anything to Diamonds. I
You
did
need to go
nothing
back
to
on
them.
my live, the last
Diamonds
live.
wanted to come at me over
That
Matthew. That was
will
the
you
whole
listen?
story.
Will you listen to me, Big Mama? You need to
What?
go back on my live. When you was up there, you did talk about Sayla on my live.
What
You brought
live?
Sayla up. The last
Do you
live I did.
remember when Sayla come up on your channel and she was
Big
saying all
Mama,
that stuff? That
let me
wasn't
tell you
okay.
something.
She should have come
This
to
is
me
how
and
I
talked
took
to
it.
me about it instead of going up there and coming at me.
Honestly, Big Mama, this is how I took it. Sayla didn't want to get in the middle of it, and she was trying to be neutral, and you took it wrong.
Well, then she should have come to me about it. She shouldn't have got up there and said what she said.
She was trying to be neutral. It's hard to be
She
neutral
should
when
know,
people is
Amy.
fighting.
She didn't have to get in the middle of it.
Big Mama, she's
She didn't have
trying
to
to
get in the
be
middle of it.
neutral.
No. She had no reason to get in the middle of it.
I
It
was
wasn't her
there that
business.
night. I know what she was
It wasn't
trying
her
to do.
business, Amy. That's the truth. It wasn't her
Evelyn,
business.
there's so many people that was up on your panel talking shit about me that wasn't my business.
What?
Big Mama, you forget all the people you even shared
I
live
mean, we're not going to
streams.
talk about this anymore.
Well, okay, so you don't
Why
want to
are
talk
you
about
bringing this up?
because you're trying to
You're
get
going
me
to
in the
talk.
middle of
So
it, and
what
I'm
you
not
want to do is
getting
play
in
the
the
hate
middle
train
of it.
too? Then don't get in the middle of it. Tell your friends not to get in the middle of it instead of giving them lives and open them back up so they can use them against me. Because that's
Big
what
Mama,
the reason they use all your lives against me. And you let
from now on, when Matthew is on my panel, don't go up there.
Well, what about when he comes up when I'm up on your panel?
Then leave, Big Mama. There's no sense of arguing.
Okay, I'm not going to come on your panel no
Y'all
more.
both just stay away from each other. If y'all can't get along, just stay away from each other.
I don't want nothing to do with him. If he dropped off the face of the earth today, I don't want nothing to do with him. He can go fly a kite somewhere to the moon. Now, as far as I don't care about them no more, access denied. People are not going to get in my life no more. Access denied. Anybody
Well, they're
that
going to
talks
be a
about
part of
me
my
like
life
they did
because
tonight,
they are my friends.
they can be your friends, but don't talk about me to them.
Big Mama.
Because you don't owe them any explanation about your sister.
Big Mama, when you come up on my panel arguing with them all night and ruining my damn my live stream
I
that I
didn't
can't even
come up
out.
there and argue. I was being cordial. Go back and watch. I was being cordial. I was trying to talk about what was going on. And I was being cordial and I was being nice.
And you
The
took up for
Diamonds jumped up and jumped at me. Talking about I was hiding texts and stuff.
Daisy, that's not fair treatment. If Jinkies is up there, then P. Diddy's boy toy, aka Matthew, should be. Now, Ronald, be nice.
So that's who you're choosing over me. It's Matthew. But Matthew's attacked you before too.
Matthew's never hurt
did
me
some
that bad.
vicious stuff. Matthew tried to make it look like you was not even a nurse.
I don't care as far as that stupid stuff. Matthew never low blowed me, Big Mama.
I mean, you've low blowed me a lot too.
Matthew never come to my house and drove by my house and
I mean, you
screamed.
did a lot of bad stuff to me too.
Here we go, Big Mama.
Are we going to talk about this on here?
You want to try to take up for people like that?
You're taking up for Matthew. Why are you taking up for Matthew?
Matthew has done nothing.
You know what Matthew did to me? Matthew can scream this all to the moon that he's this innocent angel, but him and Peanut conjured up a story about what happened between Logan and Peanut, and Logan cried over it because Matthew was telling the story on his channel about Logan and Peanut, saying that I'm a fucking bad mother. You was up there. You heard it. So did Diamonds. This was
Well,
before
that's
the
better than
doxing ever
somebody
happened.
calling me,
This
calling the.
before the doxing happened.
That's
Before
better than
any of that
somebody calling
happened.
the Humane Society on you.
I didn't call the Humane Society on you.
No, but you know exactly who did.
Well, you take it up with them. I didn't do it.
You took it up with them.
I didn't call them on you. I don't know
You
who
know,
did it. As far
you
as
know
my concern, I
exactly.
don't know who did it.
You know exactly who did it.
I don't know who
I'm
did it.
not sitting up here and argue with you. I'm not getting in the middle.
Well, you done got in the middle of it. You can have them. Bye. Access denied.
What?
Access denied.
Big Mama. You need to take a big step back and look
You
at
need
things.
to not take up for them people.
I will take up for my friends because they took up for me.
You watch. Remember
When
how you
my own
told me about
sister
Choo
wasn't.
Choo? You make sure that you remember what I tell you when they do you the same way they do me.
Big Mama.
I love Diamonds. Diamonds was very special to me. I never had a problem with Diamonds. Never. Never.
But you let
Never.
Miss
And
Chewy
then she come
and
up on that panel that night. Well, I come up there
Brooks.
and she come up at Sherry and she said she wanted Matthew's truth that night because Matthew ignored her 2 nights before that on your panel and wouldn't come up. So she was showing Matthew his truth. And she said it. I've got it right here if you all want to hear it. She said she wanted Matthew's truth. And that's why she come up, a friend of mine, to try to stir the pot a little bit more and after you just let Matthew and that Jamie
The
guy
fact of the matter
totally
is,
annihilate me on your fucking panel that night and talk
Auntie
horrible.
Sherry.
I never let anybody talk like that to you.
Oh, you didn't, did you?
Who did I let talk about that to you in the
You didn't just. Do you want me to go back and get the live stream where you let Ziggy, Justin Farrell, and
I mean,
all the others up there
you've been sitting up there
call
for the past
me a
year,
fat
letting
cow,
these
make
people do this
me
on your
a
panel,
voodoo
and you
doll?
cannot say you have not. You've been
No,
sitting up
I
there
have
for a
not,
year,
Big Mama.
letting
No,
Matthew
I
come
have
up on your
not.
panel and annihilate me, and then letting him
You
have
will
your
not
lives
take
afterwards.
accountability, Big
You're not
Mama.
taking accountability, Amy.
I have took plenty of
So
accountability,
you
Big
was right
Mama.
for letting Matthew and all them sit up there talk about me.
When?
Amy, you was right for letting them do what they did to me on your panel.
Evelyn, you were saying some horrific things
Amy,
to them.
you was right for letting them come
You
at me.
were
I am
sitting
your
up there
sister.
saying horrific. That's
No,
right,
they
Big
say
Mama.
horrific things to me.
You didn't think about that when you went live and put me down and then went and
You
bailed
was doing a
people out
lot
of
of bad
jail.
things to me that night.
Like what,
You
Big
know
Mama?
that at
What?
that time too. Do you
What?
not remember? See, this is what they want.
No.
Laugh it up, Diamonds. Laugh it up. This is what you want. You want me and Amy to fight again. Ha ha. Laugh it up, Matthew. That's what they want. They want the fight. Go by, Amy. Go on. I'm not gonna
Bye,
fight with
Big
you.
Mama. I ain't fighting with you
I'm
neither
not
because you
fighting with
won't
you.
take
This is what
accountability.
they wanted. You take accountability for what you did, because you did a lot of crappy
Take
stuff yourself.
accountability, Big Mama.
You tell me you're sorry, and I'll tell you I'm sorry. You can't accountability back for yourself. That's what they wanted. That was her way of coming up here to save face with them. Okay, so there you have it. That was her way of doing that. And I'm not going to go there no more, so bye. Access denied. No, I'm still here. Go on in your room, Lo. I'm not going to fight with people tonight. I'm not going to fight with people. Huh? Vanilla? Didn't you say that vanilla came from the anal glands of a beaver? Well, me and Daisy was getting along last night, and that killed their soul. So they had to run and whine and all that stuff. And that was the whole thing about that. I don't care. I don't care about them girls anymore. Yes, there was some bad stuff that happened almost 3 years ago. Yes, there was some bad stuff that happened between Daisy and me, and other people got in the mix of it. And they said a lot of bad things. A lot of people did a lot of bad things, including Daisy said a lot of bad things and did a lot of bad things. And yes, that happened. I think that me saying that is accountability. I apologize to Amy, but Amy never has apologized to me for any of the things that she said and did to me either. So there you go. You got to have two people's got to say, I'm sorry, because it was two people that did it. So I'm not going to talk about Amy no more, because this was what that was all about, is they was mad because me and Amy had a good night last night. So there you go. You can have her back, y'all. I know it. I know it, Peace Pugs. I know it, baby. I know it. I don't care about what the people say about me. I mean, Matthew can only go on so much, and Diamond's about how Matthew got doxxed. Okay. It's been a year now. Move on and get some content, guys. It's been a year. Move on and get some content. You know? Access denied. That's going to be what it is from now on. You hurt me. You made me cry. You are not back in my life again, and you're not back in my life anymore either. Access denied. I'm moving on. So, access denied. I love everybody I've never hurt. You tell me what I did to Debbie to hurt Debbie. I want to know what I did to Debbie for her to turn on me and to hurt me. I did not do nothing to Debbie. I loved her. And I talked to her and I prayed for her the night before she turned on me.